folks, welcome to By the Numbers. My name is Hunter Thomason from the Family Showdown. Each episode of By the Numbers, we take a look at a board game numeric related topic. This week's topic, my top 5 games that have lots of math. And by lots of math, I mean that you're kind of constantly just doing math equations in your head throughout the entire game. We're not talking in-game scoring. Almost every game has some crazy in-game scoring. But we're not trying to solve quantum physics or anything crazy. This is just simple math that you're just doing the whole time. My number 5 is Alhambra. And at first glance, this game doesn't look too mathy, but you're purchasing tiles throughout this game, and you're trying to get the exact value on these little money cards. Money cards? And if you get the exact value, you get another turn. How cool is that? My number 4 is Ora et Labora. I could choose almost any Uwe game to go in this position, but I chose this game because throughout the entire game, you're trying to pick the move that is the most economically efficient move for you. In addition, it has a cool little wheel that decides the value of resources. Pretty spectacular. My number 3 is probably the number 1 for most people who would make this list, and that is Power Grid. Power Grid is math the game. You're constantly doing math for many different reasons. Mainly, you're budgeting your money to do several different things. You're acquiring new power stations. You're having to purchase resources, and then you have to build new power stations, and it all costs money, and it's like budgeting the game. But the main thing I like about it, and the reason I think it is super mathy, is it has an economy system down here at the bottom of the board on how valuable resources are. So as you purchase more and more of a certain resource, it becomes more and more expensive. And there's almost a whole mini game around that economy of the resources, because you can purchase stuff that you may not even need to drive up the price for other people, and I really enjoy that. No list involving math would be complete without a stock market game, and my choice here is Stockpile. Stockpile has many aspects involving math. Any good stock market game would. It has the stocks going up and down. You have dividends. You have stock splits. You have buying and selling. You have control of the stock. All sorts of craziness. But my favorite is the expansion, Continuing Corruption, which involve dice that randomize where the stocks go. Math on dice. Crazy. Last but not least, my number 1 is Arkwright. Many people call this Spreadsheet the board game. For good reason, because it's almost like you're taking an economics class. Let's take a quick look at the board here, and you see, wow. All right, so over here on this side over here, we have the supply and demand of workers. So as you get more and more workers of a specific type, they become more and more expensive to buy, just like the real world, maybe. And then here in the middle, right here in the middle, this is your market share. Your market share is calculated with an economics formula of quality of your factory plus quality of your product plus your distribution minus your price. Better market share means you sell first. Crazy. Let's take a look at the player board. I don't really have to go into it. I just have to kind of show it to you. Look at that. That's the player board. There is a lot of numbers on that board. But the game is amazingly fun if you take the time to learn it. So, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.